hold on, I think we should now be live on YouTube as well. So it actually was pushing out the signal. It's just I did not enable the go live automatically instead of the go live double button thing that usually is there. We should be now live on the YouTubes.
Now live on YouTube.
Live on YouTube. For everyone else, we've been talking for a good 5
minutes.
You know what,
just
though?
A few seconds. Just
what's
moments.
What's so funny is I even made Scott get on early to be like, oh yeah, we're gonna totally nail this. I'm gonna start on time, because I don't think I've had a single stream probably start on time without incident, and today is no exception. So
we're gonna do it live.
Okay, hello everyone.
Hi.
Welcome to Shelly Saves the Day, and it is Triple T Thursday, which is tips, tricks, talktorials. Today it's an interview with my friend Scott Peachey, Lord Peachey, aka. And so for all the people who don't know you, I would like for you to give your own little TLDR on you. So,
TLDR.
Yeah, go ahead.
Okay. I am a giant data geek. I run a YouTube channel called Technically Speaking. My last name is Peachey, so it's a fuzzy fruit with an EY on the end. I make tech videos. Currently, I am effectively the lord of all things Pixel, because I think I've done 24 Google Pixel videos in the last quarter.
Many. And you know what? I want you to know that, of course, I'm not going to interrupt you more, but I will let you know.
No, I don't
These are your interview questions, and I did not prep you with them beforehand because I know. Because why would I do that? I like to have you be on the spot. But right?
Ready.
But that is actually going to be one of the questions. I mean, we can scoot into that, but we are going to be talking about Pixel stuff in just a little bit. Absolutely.
Yeah,
but no. Continue on with your
No, I was going to say is like I don't want to get into it because this might actually be something that parlays nicely into the questions. Is I doubled and tripled and quadrupled down on Pixel stuff, and I'll tell you why from the perspective, and then because again, data nerd, I had this thought. I've been following a ton of people in the industry about everybody talks about niche down, or niche, I guess you could say. Mm-hmm. So I took a little bit different of a tactic, all based on a little bit of data and a whole lot of gut. And so it's been a really interesting quarter. So I would love to get in and talk about that, because I think data is a very powerful thing that we can get into from anytime you're making content, whether that's vertical or not. And
you said the magic words.
I know I did. Vertical or not. I'll talk about my little my foray into YouTube stories and what that's kind of yielded from some clicks perspective.
All right.
So yeah, it's been super interesting because you know me. I was like, nothing against vertical video or anything like that, but that's not typically my style. I am a person that holds the camera like this. That's just me, the way I've always been. But in all my comparison videos, they've all been like this.
I know you said
all like this.
I know.
Yep. So yeah, and but that's me. That's me in a nutshell.
Awesome.
Loud, gregarious, like you had mentioned. We were talking backstage where you were watching the Thanksgiving show special with my sisters on.
I love that one. And if you guys haven't checked that out, it was part of a podcast, right? And that's going to get into it as well. But this was an episode that you had both of your sisters on, and you were not quite insulting them by calling them the average consumer and asking them questions about like what they're planning to buy, if anything, for Cyber, Monday and Black Friday and holiday shopping. And I love how you put them both on the spot and said, like, what's the last video of mine that you watched? And they were just both like, and I was like, sisters, come on. What about the one with all the mics? What about the Google Pixel after 3 months? And I'm like, why do I know your brother better than, like, come on now.
You're not alone. Look,
it's okay.
Most of my parents don't like my dad don't watch. My mom doesn't.
Nobody watches my videos.
It's fine.
So it's fine.
I don't mind. Like, it is what it is like, but probably the question that always made me laugh the most is everybody knows I'm very loud. Like I come out and say I am the second or third loudest human being on the planet. Bert Kreischer, my favorite comedian, is probably above me. But I asked my sisters flat out on the show, Heidi, Jenny, how loud am I? Oh my God.
Oh no, you're loud.
Yeah.
You're loud.
There's no question about that. Like super loud. And they're like, oh no, he's even worse. And my mom was texting me during the show. She goes, And literally it was a text message or something along the lines of, I swear to God, if you yell the next time I see you, she goes, I will punch you in the throat. So that's my mom in a nutshell.
Oh my God, no, that's crazy. I always tell people that I'm going to punch them in the throat.
Yeah, it's my mom. My mom's like that.
I think I'm going to like your mom.
She's something. She's 5
Mama
foot.
Peachey and Shelly could be friends. Wow.
5'3", and she'll cut you.
She'll throat punch you.
She'll cut you.
Yeah. Okay, so first of all, let us say a hello to any of the people in the chat. So I think I saw, oh, hey, wait a second. We got a super chat. Hold on one second here. Oh, it's on a different screen. 1 second.
Super chat.
I know we do, but it's on a different screen. So I think when it happens, you are going to disappear for a second. So hold on 1 second.
That's fine.
Let's go.
I'm right here.
He'll be back. Super chats. There it is. And wait for the... Woo! Thank you! Let me come back here to the widescreen with us. So thank you so much, Zach. And he is a channel member as well. And you probably know Zach Talks Tech.
Oh, yes.
Yeah, he's a good buddy.
Oh, yeah. Zach's a great dude.
You know that Zach and I have been friends for like 3 years. Is that
Really?
crazy, Zach? You can confirm. It's been like 3 years, over 3 years actually, that we've been buddies. He's good. He's a good pal of mine. In fact,
Zach's a great dude.
Zach,
Yep.
you can confirm or deny that I might have been the one to help you come up with your channel name.
Ooh.
Just saying. He can confirm or deny. But anyways, let's just take a few. Mr. G, hello. Tech for your needs. Hello. Septian. Hello. Hello. How much? Hey, Idan. Idan. I forget to pronounce. We met at the what is it? Patreon event, right? How's it going? Thank you. Channel 808 Life. And Ecam in the house. Hey.
Ooh, Ecam's here?
Yeah.
Ooh.
Welcome,
Look,
Ecam. They probably dipped, but hello, Ecam.
Love Ecam.
Nice to see. I know we love Ecam over here.
Yes, we do.
We do. We love Ecam. By the way, if you guys want to get a 14-day free trial of Ecam, there was a link in the description, as well as we did. I did an episode. I don't think it was a Thirsty Thursday, but it was just an episode, a live stream where I was talking about some cool deals for like the holiday weekend, Black Friday, and Ecam was one of them because they had like 50% off like new annual plans for life.
Cyber Monday. Yeah, their Cyber Monday deal was amazing.
That was amazing because especially they just raised their prices because of the new interview mode and everything that they released as well. So that was a screaming deal. If anyone didn't catch that, I hope you should have. You should have got that.
Ooh, here's what we should do. Since you and I are like the biggest cheerleaders for Ecam, if you're still in the comments, what we should do is let's maybe a Scott and Shelly special, an SNS special, where we could run a very similar cyber deal where if people sign up using an SNS special code, maybe they could get the $96 for life thing. I'm just saying.
Scott, are you trying to work your magic online? You can't just like put them on the spot like that. First of all.
I'm just saying. I know,
You're saying a lot. Dirty. You're saying a lot.
I know. I'm just saying like it's so dirty.
If you guys didn't know, Triple T usually stands for tips, trick, tutorials, but today we're doing a talking interview. But Thirsty Thursday was supposed to be part of the title, and so one of the questions that we always ask, whether it would be guest or in the chat, would be, what is in your cup? So if you have a drink, hold it up or tell us what you're drinking. So what are you drinking today? You can let us know.
Me?
Yeah.
This
goes for everyone in the chat too. Everyone in the chat, let us know what you're drinking.
Straight up coffee. Nice. But it's not just any coffee. This is Dunkin' coffee, Dunkin' Donuts. I get it. I make it myself. Because it is the Christmas season. A little bit of peppermint syrup, a little bit of hot chocolate mix, a little bit of Hershey's syrup in there. It's my own like peppermint mocha made cheaper.
Oh, yeah. So have you discovered the Hershey's dark chocolate cocoa powder?
Oh, yes.
Yeah, it's so good. You toss a little of that in your coffee. And I also get down with the white chocolate syrup because I'm a white chocolate, like peppermint mocha, like year-round type of person.
I love peppermint mocha.
Oh, yeah, me too. So my go-to drink is usually the blonde espresso roast so it's a vanilla white mocha with the blonde espresso. So, all right. So let me take a look here in the chat. Let's take a look in the chat. Sorry, we totally... Okay, so...
You're fine.
El Jefe said two of my favorite creators. Hello, El Jefe. Thank you for being here. How much said focus? I'm sorry. We will get back on track.
You are not gonna get that with the two of us.
We're a little bit squirrel brain. Yeah, yeah. But thank you. All right. So, oh yes, we do have super chat. We are asking the hard hitting questions. Yes, 3+ glorious years, and Zach is saying there may be some truth in the naming thing. So, not denying. Okay. Oh, Ekim was still here. They said woot woot, although I don't think they responded to the Saturday special. I don't know. Just an FYI. Ekim, I don't know if they sent me a mug and a t-shirt. Yeah, I have my own Ekim merch now. I'm gonna wear it at a stream. I was so excited. So I was very, very excited.
I would have used the crap out of that coffee mug. It's
a tiny little mug, though, and I drink a lot of coffee, so I would have had like 10 refills a day, but it's still a really cute mug. So, all right, so Pixelpia, welcome to the stream. Also a channel member, sprouting the cool little emojis. By the way, I think now that we have another channel member, I can add another emoji, and I had put in the community member chat that I'm looking for suggestions for emojis because I make all those emojis myself in PicMonkey. So if you wanted something special, let me know so I can make it, because right now it's coffee because I love coffee and my puppies and then my little superhero thing. So let me know what you guys want as the next one. So sparkling water. We got
Ecam is definitely still here, by the way, because they responded to your mug. So I mean, they definitely
talking so much crap about their mug, and I still love them. I said I still love the mug. I just let me put this in perspective. This is my wine glass. It's like as big as my head, so you can imagine how much coffee. Like,
not only are you talking crap about their mug, I also just put them on the spot about saying, "Hey, why don't you give me this thing, the other, so I can sell your stuff." I mean, I'm not making friends either. So, I mean, that's all what it is.
No, I am making friends. I love Ecamm. They know that. They know. In fact, I was trying to weasel my way onto their channel. I was like, hey, if you're looking for someone to maybe occasionally, I don't know, like stream in your side Facebook group or something, I'm available. And they were like, yeah. So maybe one of these days I will show up there.
Well, if you get a chance to do that, just please drag me along because you're more famous. Just drag me along anywhere. Please.
I'm not really famous at all. Like
more famous.
No, that's not even a thing. And oh my God, we got another super chat. So hold on 1 second. We got it. Okay. 1 second. You're gonna go bye again because I wasn't smart enough to put this, the super chat overlay in our scene, and it's not available in all scenes, only in the one with me because I'm apparently selfish that way. Okay, bye. And wait for it. And thank you for the oh my God, there's 2 super chats, right? Oh no, I think it's a repeat. Thank you so much. It's nice to for how much is super for $5? Okay, bad jokes. I'm gonna bring back. I'm ashamed of myself. I should not even be on screen. You're on screen, just you. Until you realize that.
Well, hello. Hi.
You're back.
How are you? I didn't realize I was back. Let's talk about that. Somebody made a comment on one of my YouTube. Somebody made a comment on one of my YouTube videos that I have gray hair coming in my beard, and they said that because of their OCD that I should pluck the white hairs, and I said nay.
What's funny is I used to pluck some of my silver grays because they come in like stark silver white or like just very, very. But you know what? Guys can gracefully bring in the silver, salt and pepper, and they get more handsome. Girls, as soon as you start to sprout any silver or grays, people are like, oh my God, why don't you dye that?
No, see, they're like, hey, pluck this. I was like, no way. I am embracing my silver fox. I don't even care. Look, George Clooney uses the Flowbee to cut his hair. I'm going to rock my gray hair the way that I want. Mm-hmm. Thanks.
Yeah, I'm saying, I have all of these long silver grays now, and I was like, I can't just pluck them and pull them out anymore because I would literally have bald spots, and I'm just gracefully silvering. I don't know what else to call. Hey, Justin Brown, Primal Videos in the house. Thank you so much for being here, Justin.
The Justin Brown?
Yeah, the Justin Brown, brother of Mike Brown, V Brown from Primal Video Browns. Yes.
Yeah, no, I know Primal Video. That's why I was like, the? Yeah.
Yeah, the Justin Brown. Hey, Justin, how you doing?
See? You are way more famous. You have famous people show up in your chats.
That's
like El Jefe and Zach.
He is famous, right?
And Justin Brown.
I know. Right? And if you wanted to know anything about headphones, oh my gosh.
Oh, I swear to you, I stopped doing headphone reviews because El Jefe just does so well. It's like
why
I don't
even
even
bother? I can't.
because I go over there and just watch all of his stuff. It's like I need headphones. Where do I go? I go over to
You
El
only
Jefe.
gotta.
I need a
I know.
I need a phone case. Where do I go? I go to Technically T. Like I have people
That is
that
true.
I go to.
That is very true. Because
Yeah,
actually, Shure actually sent me a pair of like headphones, and I unboxed it just like randomly, and I was like, oh yeah, I should just unbox this, and I put the video out, and I think El Jefe popped in and said, oh wow, like I haven't tried those ones, and I was like, how is that possible? Like I was literally thinking to myself, like, how is that possible? You haven't tried any pair of headphone, period.
Because people should be sending him all the time.
Right.
Him and GameSki should, no question. Like those are the two that I go to for anything audio related when it comes to headphones. No question.
Does plucking your hair do anything? Yeah, it hurts, first of all.
Yeah.
And it doesn't stop the hair from growing back in that same exact color.
No.
So don't do it. And I tried to dye it, and I tried to be like super like sneaky as well. And I also tried like the Just for Men shampooing, you know, the shampoo where it's like the gradual, you just keep using it and it keeps darkening your hair. And it did nothing. So like, I was just like, you know what? Screw it. I'm just maturing.
That's what we're doing. We're gratefully
we're aging like fine
coming
wine.
of age. we're coming of age.
Yes.
Our late 20s have been very vicious to us.
Okay,
We've
sorry.
aged a lot in our 20s.
First of all, if Ecam comes out with a Shelly size mug, not only will I drink from it, I will drink wine from it. I will, yeah. Tubebuddy, I actually had put out this request. They were because they have a mug too. And I drink from it all the time, but it's just like the same thing. I was just like, I'm from Seattle. We drink coffee a lot, so I'm drinking a lot of coffee. But I was like, can we get one of the tumblers, like for iced coffee? Can we get one of those? I would really rock one of those. And I think they were gonna see if like someone on Etsy or someone could like make it for them. Because I was like, I don't think you understand how much coffee we're drinking. Like my husband and I, we drink at least a pot a day between us.
Oh yeah, well, yeah, I actually just want an Ecam sticker. Like, I just want a sticker, literally, that I can put on my mug. That's all I want.
Wait, if Ecam is still here, give this man a sticker. I was gonna say, wait, actually, I think I have a restream sticker.
I will buy the sticker. It's like I will figure out where I can get a sticker. I just don't know where to go.
Justin Brown, if you want to come on, you can always come on and say hi too. But we do have some interview questions for my guest.
Go for it.
And so let me pull up my questions that I did not pre-approve with you, so you don't get to sit there.
This will be fun. I'm ready. I am willing. I'm ready to go. Let's do this.
All right.
You're crazy.
So the first one is, what first got you onto YouTube?
A bet. Straight up a bet.
You lost a bet or you won a bet?
No, I won the bet. So here's really how it started. It was about it was like 4.5, maybe 5 years ago at this point. So it was me, Stats.
Wait, I have to interrupt you.
Yeah, go for it.
Ecam just said, Scott, send us a DM and we will send you a sticker and a mug. Don't say I never did anything for you. Well, not that I did it. A lot for me. But if you weren't on this stream, Ecam would not have shown up to know that you want a sticker from them. So
I will DM you after this, Ecam. Don't you worry.
Thank you, Ecam. Thank you so much.
Seriously, I absolutely love it. I have been like really, really going to town. Like this week, a lot of people have actually signed up through my affiliate, so I appreciate that, and that's very, very nice because you finally should behold the power that is Ecam. They are this. I think I've
had like one person ever sign up through my Ecam, and I'm like,
honest to God, this week has been bananas for me. I don't even know where it came from. It was just like something clicked.
I'm so sorry that you're so rich, rolling in all of your affiliate revenue. Life must be so hard. I will just sit here and drink in my Shelly-sized wine. It's fine. Life is hard when your diamond shoes are too tight. I get it. You're amazing.
I can't put my crown on right now because it's being polished.
Listen,
I'm sorry,
Lord Peachey.
I'm sorry.
We get it.
You have to deal with my hair.
You're amazing. I don't even know how there's room for both of us in this stream. Your personality, your ego, like the schedule, the docket. It's full. Got it.
I know we've had this on on books for literally like 9 months because my schedule is just far too busy.
I had my people talk to your people, and I had to go through many, many layers to even get to this point.
I'm like Sundar from Google. That's how it is.
I don't know.
Anyway, it was a bet. It was a bet that got me started on YouTube, actually. So Stats from the channel, so it was he and I, and then the late great Greg Root from our channel, the other creator that was on my channel. He and I really wanted to do well. Okay, I'm going to pause there because you just got a super chat.
Oh, wait, we did? Oh, you know what? I'm so dumb. I didn't do the stupid rotating lower thirds. We're supposed to do animations and stuff. Okay,
You're
wait.
good.
You're going to disappear for a second. I'm going to choose some sound
good.
effects.
You do you. You're good.
Get off my screen.
Okay, bye.
Thank you to the super chat. Wait, we got to see who it is. Oh, it's Ecam.
Yeah.
East Coast time. They're saying thank you. Have a great stream. They're going to go. They're like, we've seen enough. The Scott and Shelly show may never happen, or the Shelly and Scott. But thank you. Oh, wrong song. It's supposed to be this one. Don't laugh. This is a good one because it's only 15
Didn't
seconds.
say anything.
All right, we're gonna bring you back.
There you go. All right.
Welcome
So
back
it
to the
was
show.
a bet. Yeah. So it was a bet. It was the first question. I'm gonna power through this one.
Yeah,
Me,
we'll see.
Stats, and Greg. We decided that we wanted to be better public speakers. We thought it would be better for our careers and where we were from a professional standpoint. And yeah, it started as a literal bet. My 7th video ever created is still one of my most popular videos, and it's about making a backdrop using PVC pipes and drapes from like your window. And that's, I think it's gotten 600 or 700,000 views over the life. And it was my 7th all-time video that I ever made.
Wow.
Yep. And so it started as a bet. We want to do 30 days straight in a row, at least a 3-minute video unedited. I had to upload it at least to Google Drive so the 3 of us could see. And then at that point, if we decided to go to YouTube, we did. And it's just kind of flourished from there.
Wow. So how long have you been on YouTube now?
4 or 5 years at this point.
Wow.
It's been a while. It's been a long time.
Yeah, that's so awesome. All right, so I'm going to take that one off the list, and we'll say what got you onto YouTube. And that was also kind of covered in how did you get started.
A steak dinner, effectively. Food is what got me.
Oh my God, it gets me in trouble so much. So you also have a podcast, and I wanted to know what made you do your podcast and how long has that been going?
So really my podcast is just my live show on Wednesdays. That's basically been my podcast. And so Greg and I started that same thing as well.
You're executive producer, right?
No, that's Stats. So Greg was the other creator that unfortunately passed away. So he was he was the other creator. We decided like, hey, we like banter. We can do this live, right? Oh God, it's so very different than recorded content. Live is so different. And so I have 109 episodes between
108 with your sisters, right?
Yeah. So I just did my 109th episode, just yesterday, actually.
Oh,
so
okay.
I've done
so yesterday's
109 episodes. I think I've done 40 some by myself. And then the other remaining amount was with Greg and I. And it's super interesting. Live is so different. But if you are in a professional setting, and you need to get better about speaking in meetings to either executives or peers or whatever, go to YouTube Live. You'll learn real quick what you can do. And people talk to me all the time at work, and they go, "Why are you you seem so at ease?"
Oh wait,
when
I gotta say
somebody
goodbye to Ivan. Sorry, I just want to make sure he's saying bye, so I want to make sure we say bye to him too. Sorry, see you later.
When you go live, you have to do technology, you have to do interactions, you have to handle the camera, and you've got so much more going on than a meeting. Like way more going on. They're like, you never get flustered when something breaks. I go,
oh my God, we're always freaking out.
Right. It's just right below the surface every Wednesday at 8 p.m.
Duck, right?
It's the duck. Yeah. It's constant. Like you have to look up there and you get so much better about thinking abstract and thinking on your feet. You have to. And YouTube Live, so this live show content style has single-handedly made me so much better in my professional career. So
even before this live stream, even when you think you have everything like dialed in, I was just like, oh yeah, Scott, why don't you call in like 5 minutes early and we'll get this all set up. Still screwed it up. And I've been on YouTube also now, what, 4 years? I don't even know. So it is one of those nerve-wracking things, but I think one of the things that can also help distinguish between someone who's a little more seasoned when it comes to like live streaming and everything is being able to either be very comfortable with that silence and that dead air, or being able to still talk people through it while they're trying to live and troubleshoot things, you know, because that is the worst feeling, and like you're dying inside and you're like, I can't let this come across to the audience that like everything has just fallen apart behind the scenes. So it's just going to be like, so I went out for a walk and I'm trying to do the story time whilst at the same time I'm trying to like figure out what the hell happened with my life. So I would absolutely 100% say if anyone wants to try and get better at, you know, like public speaking, just like you said, going live is just one of those things that forces you to do that, because there's no editing and going back and you screw it up. You keep going.
You learn crutch words like and actually and literally and so. Like, I know what my crutch words are. I have embraced my inner crutch word. I don't even care. I know they're my crutch words. People talk all the time like, why do you say literally so much, or actually, or this? And then you start picking up on little phrases you say a lot in videos. I have a phrase in my video that comes out tomorrow at 9 a.m. Eastern time. And I'm not going to say what it is. No, I was going to say, and I'm not going to say what the phrase is, but I think I say it 3 or 4 times in the video. And when I go back and edit it, I'm like, oh God, why did I say that? I sound so stupid. But I'm like, whatever. Perfection is the enemy of done. I don't have time for that. I can't.
Honestly, one of the reasons also that I went to live streaming every week is because I really wanted to get to a 2-week or 2 videos a week cadence. But I know with my personal schedule, I cannot do another pre-produced video and get it like up and be hard. Okay. It's so hard.
It's
and I was just
hard.
like, I would rather do a live stream and, you know, like interact with people and you know, it's funny is sometimes the live streams end up getting more views than my regular pre-produced video. And I'm like, why am I even making these videos? I should just go live only.
Yeah, like I will say is like going live, so much more fun, so much more amazing.
It's so much more fun.
Although I picked a really hard time on Wednesdays. Like, yeah, even when it all goes wrong, it's totally worth it. Like 2 weeks ago when YouTube went down, YouTube was down. And literally say, I just said it, during the time, I know, during the time I was supposed to go live. So what did we do? We went live anyway. We went live. I had 3 phones next to me. I did Instagram, I did Periscope, and I had another one up for whatever reason. I don't remember what it was. But comes to find out, we were still live on YouTube adding the replay. And we're like, oh God, what did I do? And we had all of this stuff. You just figure out a way to make it work. It is the best problem-solving skill I've learned is you have to think so quickly on the fly when you have potentially a large group of people just staring at you going, dance and make me laugh.
Yeah.
Yes, dance monkey and make me laugh.
Dance, do it now. Yeah. No, I totally get you. And I do want to take a moment to actually thank one of my channel sponsors, and that is Restream. If you are looking, it's a great companion app to Ecamm to be able to broadcast to up to 30 places at the same time. Today is my first time trying to go live on Amazon, by the way. You're helping me go live, I think, on Amazon for the first time. So we'll see how that works out. And I know, right? If anybody also wants to check that out, yeah, please do so. You get $10 off using my link down below. So check that out. And it was also one of the other apps that I mentioned in the holiday special when I was talking about that. I only talked about 3. It was Tubebuddy, Restream, and Ecamm, because those are the 3 that I use and love. So just FYI, those are the ones. Check them out. And if you didn't see that earlier, I know. Ecamm down below, 14-day free trial. It is Mac only, but it's awesome, guys. You should check it out. Totally worth it.
Love it.
All right. So Channel 808 says, you are neglecting the chat, and that's why people are leaving. Okay. My squirrel brain is like, sometimes, there's like 5 windows like going on at the same time. So
it's hard. Like
it's
when
hard,
the chat
man.
comes in, like, there's a ton of different stuff going on. It's like,
Yeah.
again, this goes back to that live. Like you're live in so many different places. It's hard to keep up with the chat. Like I'm keeping up with the chat on YouTube, but you have YouTube, Periscope, Amazon, Twitch. God, what else did you say you were?
We're in a Facebook group and a Facebook profile and a
That's
Facebook.
5.
Yeah, there's
That's
like
hard.
6 places that we are right now. And like, you're right. Sometimes I miss a chat or sometimes I miss a super chat and I have to come back. And also sometimes, here's the thing is if I'm making eye contact with the camera, it means I'm not looking at the screen. So it doesn't mean that we don't love you and we're not, we're ignoring
That's another
you.
skill that really a lot of us content creators have really learned well. It's like we know that we have to look at the camera and we have to pretend there's dozens of people, if not hundreds of people behind that lens when it's literally like the weirdest looking like robot alien in front of us. And we have to pretend that there's hundreds of people there. And it's a weird feeling until you get used to it.
And at the same time, you have to pretend like it's your best friend. Because you see how people are like, hey guys, welcome to my channel. It's really great to see everyone. And here's the thing is like, so often also like not only do you want to pull them aside and give them a hug and be like, it's gonna be okay, but here's the thing is right now I'm looking at you and it's like I can see you, right? But I'm looking directly at the lens of a camera, and if I actually want to see, like, if I can't even look at technically Scott, so if I want to look at him I have to look down at my computer screen down here, and this isn't very engaging to look at, is it? So
right, I have to look over at you like this, like I'm actually looking at you, but in real time. Yeah,
but the eyesight line is completely different, and so it's difficult. It's difficult, and I can see that every single time that a new creator has like started on their phone or started with a camera that has a flip out screen, you always know that they're looking at themselves and not the camera lens because they're just slightly off. They're looking at themselves and like, hey guys, I'm so glad to see you. But they forget that like it would be better for them to flip around their camera like and not even have the screen because the lens is where you have to make eye contact. It's hard when you're new to remember that. So.
That's why I like the pixels now that have the upper left hand up in the upper left hand corner, the little dot that they have. I can actually look at myself and see where I'm at, but I don't have to look at the lens, and it still looks like I'm close-ish enough.
Right.
Which is nice. iPhone's the same way with the big notch.
Yeah, that's totally true. Okay, so because you said that, let's go to the chat real quick and we'll just take a little quick peeksies at what people are saying. So El Jefe is saying, YouTube and live stream teach you very useful skills. Absolutely. And there's a lot of opportunity for personal growth and the phrases that pay. And it says, okay, and then they must already be gone because...
Yeah.
That's why he's gone. Like, got it.
Just done.
Call me Andrew. I will call you Andrew. How you doing? How you doing, Andrew? He says, have fun. And El Jefe says, it happens. Splitting attention is easier said than done. And Pixel Pia says, Shelly, that was me on my first video. Yeah. Okay. Tech for your needs. Next question. Are you saying that I need to move on to the next question?
Gee.
Next
Tech for your needs. Hey, Tech for your needs. Welcome to the show.
Next caller. Okay. So, yes.
Hit me.
All right. So Tech, which is, if you guys didn't also hear that, he does do a lot of tech review and phone and pixel content especially. But tell me about, tech is a very saturated market. So how do you stand out in a market or in a niche that is very, very saturated?
So I'm going to be really hard on myself for a moment. I don't do it well. I don't do it well at all, to be honest. Like it's a lot of second guessing, trying to figure out how on earth could I stand out in something that's so saturated. It is a arena where if you're not first, forget about it, because you got to figure out a different lane in some cases. And you see some like Flossie Carter is just straight top down, talks for 45 minutes. This is the real review, goes through tons of different detail with that. That's the way that he does it, and he does it really, really well. Others, MKBHD, known for red cameras. Happy birthday, MKBHD, by the way. And a ton of different, like he's 27.
I know, that's crazy, right?
27.
He's so young.
He's got some time on his hands. It's all right. The young Thundercat, he's going to get there, but fine. The idea is like he's going to have excellent production value. You have Austin Evans that's out there that he opens up all his videos with what was his corny line when he first started? It's a throwback to when he first got started. You got Jonathan Morrison, who is really becoming more of your Bill Gates's philanthropy, humanitarian type thing, really getting into music. And it's really hard to stand out. And that's why this quarter, I took a different tactic. I've had a lot of opportunity. AT&T was running a great deal on the Samsung Note 20 Ultra. So I scooped one up. I haven't owned a Note device in a long time. Then I started to do these comparison videos. I basically take two phones, put them side by side on a little tripod thing, and I walk around and I talk. This is what 4K is. This is what 6K is. And just kind of talk about what I do and what I don't like about the phones. And it started to do well, like much better. And they're fun to make. They cripple my Mac, like just cripple it, because it's basically two streams of 4K and two phones and syncing audio and making sure that it doesn't look bad, and photos and videos. But they're fun content to make, but it's really hard to stand out. Clickbait. Like, I hate saying it. Clickbait titles, clickbait thumbnails.
I did not bring you on here for that. But
you didn't, and you didn't. But fair enough. It's like, I was talking to a great friend of mine who writes for Newsweek, and I said, "Hey, I have this video. Do you need an external microphone for your phones anymore?"
Yeah, I watched it.
It was literally dying on the Vine. No views, nothing, zero. And I go, man, I'm not an SEO guy. I'm not smart enough to figure out how to do that. He goes, do this, use a qualifier. And I said, okay, what's a qualifier? He goes, do you need an external mic on TikTok to be famous on TikTok? So I wrote that as the title. That was not the original title. He goes, TikTok is your qualifier. People want to be famous on TikTok. That's your qualifier. And pretty soon you start to show up close to the top. And it's about figuring out what that qualifier is. But the single biggest thing is you need to be yourself. I'm a loud, outgoing personality. I'm an older guy in my 30s with a freaking mohawk that I have seen more people make comments about how I should cut my hair because I'm too old for it. Let me tell you this much. I'm not cutting my hair. I don't care. My hair is my hair. I'm lucky to have it on top of my head, and I don't really plan on cutting it anytime soon. It just goes that way. It takes me 48 seconds to do my hair every day, and I don't care.
I think your hair looks great, by the way.
Thank you.
And actually, Tech for Your Needs says you stand up by your hairstyle. So
there you go.
Know what?
Perfect.
If you're known for your hairstyle, that counts.
And see, for me, I'm fine with it. Like, I don't mind that. I want to have a good conversation, a good, open, honest conversation. I've taken this tactic to say, and my sisters really proved it to me when we're having that average consumer conversation. The idea is, what do you think you need? And then what do you actually need? Mm-hmm. Like, do you need the latest and greatest iPhone? Well, ask yourself, what do you really use your phone for? Do you take a lot of pictures? Do you take a lot of video? If you take a lot of just photos, you don't need the latest and greatest iPhone to do that.
Well,
Go watch MKBH videos.
What do you care about? Like, I care about the charger and I care about the price. Those two things right there. It's like, I don't care about all the rest of it, but like, it doesn't have a charger now. You know, when she was like, I would rather they just charge $20 more for the phone. I was like, well, yes. Anyway,
my point was like, well, they already charge a lot for the phone. They should just give you the charger at that point. But hey, I digress. The idea is like, for my sister, whom is very much the average consumer, she cared about that. She was like, well, and she goes, I wouldn't think to ask that question.
Yeah. No, and it's crazy
I would
because
just assume.
Yeah. I watched that interview and I was just like, when I heard them say that they share a power brick between like 3 devices in their house, my brain kind of exploded because I was like, I've got 7 in this room alone. And then I was like, yeah, I guess I'm not the average consumer. And I was just like, I probably have 25 bricks just somewhere around. And the biggest inconvenience to me is when it's the 11 watt versus the 5 watt, you know, and they're just happy to even have one at all. And I was just like, yeah, especially even after it took them a while to define what a brick was. But like, you mean the thing that plugs into the wall? And you're like,
my sisters are very pretty. Like, I love them to death. They're I can say that I'm the big brother. I am the big brother. I can say that. They are family. this is what family does. I'm just saying. And that's the best part about it is like I was really excited. One, because I miss them so much. I haven't seen them because of a stupid thing going on in the world. Like I miss them so much, but the banter we used to have during holidays, it was so fun. Like when I knew that my sister Jenny was going along the lines of saying, well, I don't have big earlobes. Well, hang on a minute. Like you could see the wheels start to turn in her head. Like, do I have big earlobes? Like, do I have big holes in my ear? Like that was a whole thing.
I
like,
could totally imagine you guys around the dinner table, like just
oh my God,
ripping on each other.
Oh, it's so much fun. It's so much fun. But I loved having him on the show from the fact of, hey, did you know that the new iPhone doesn't come with a brick to put in the wall? Are
and
you
the
serious?
incredulous look on their face. I know.
Yeah, like, well, why doesn't it do that? Like, that's a legit question. Like,
well, it's crazy
my
because
mom
if
would
you
do the
think
same
about
way.
that, like, we're so ingrained in like knowing about like what the new feature is, what the new processor is, what the new like thing with the sensor shifting, and why do I need this? And like to hear someone be like, wait, what? There's no charger? Was just kind of like a,
Right.
How did you not hear about this? And you know, it's just like, it's because we are in this sphere of the same
echo
people
chamber.
that talk about it, that like know about it. And so we're like, oh, other people, yeah, that's just not common knowledge, you know? So
And it's always like, it takes me back because like I swear to you, I thought for sure that price was not going to be their reason. If you would have told me before the show, I'd have bet you $20 that they would have said, I would have thought cameras because they're both parents. My nieces and nephews take a ton of pictures. I would have thought for sure, especially my sister Heidi would have said camera. She didn't. She said price. And then the other one said battery life. And I was like, you know, I'm so proud of the two of you. It's like price and battery life. You're right. Those are really, really important. They're so smart. They can figure out like Android and iOS. Look, both operating systems now, you can figure it out. Like it's not nearly like this huge discrepancy like it used to be. Like Android, you did had to be kind of a tech head because it had a little nuance to it, and iOS used to be super, super easy. They're getting close to meeting in the middle.
Right.
Like you can figure it out, and that's probably the thing the most I like. They're like, yeah, I want price and battery life. Yeah,
that makes sense.
Yeah, that makes total sense to me.
It does.
So I was with them. Yeah.
No, I did totally see you have that big brother moment. You're like, that is not what I thought you were gonna say.
Yeah.
Okay. And I was just kind of like, yeah, it was interesting to watch them say that. So I thought that was interesting. Okay. So you ready for the next question?
Lay it on me. Hit me.
All right. Hit me with your best shot. So.
Sorry, you can't do that to me.
You can't do
this.
Pat Benatar and not like have that completed. And so your answer was to stand out in a saturated niche is clickbait as well as being different. Got it. And
it was a terrible answer. Like now that I've thought about it,
was your answer.
Like, I know it was a terrible answer.
It was your terrible answer.
But, okay, let me go back and say this.
No. You've already said it. The die has been cast on that one.
All right.
But I will agree in some ways that like today you really do have to find some other way so you can either be first, so that means you're on some PR list and you're like, you know, like you're the very first one to get it, and you can be like the most thorough, you know, you can definitely be like that person, or you can be like really, really different. So you can be first, you can be different, or you can be thorough, I feel like. And those are kind of like the three ways to stand out. But otherwise, it's really, really difficult because it's like you're all the same, you know? So I know everyone thinks they're special, but like you're all the same.
I think, again, I'm so bad. Like, can't believe I said clickbait.
Oh, no, you are being blamed right now. No, Full-Time Dream just said great advice. I'll try clickbait.
Okay, hang on a minute.
Look what you've done.
I know I've just ruined YouTube. I think I have literally ruined YouTube. I've literally do it.
Ending
people
interview.
Tend to mistake clickbait for click worthy. Thank you, El Jefe. Click worthy. And so my thing is like you got to be click worthy, and then you got to keep them. And I think there's a level of being genuine. If you're genuine, people know. Humans are an incredibly amazing species when you think about it. You put a problem in front of them, they're going to figure out the problem. But if you put somebody in front of them that they just in their gut know that they're probably not a genuine person, there's going to be that little bit of skepticism. Like, I don't think I want to believe that person because I'm just not picking up what they're putting down. There has to be that level of being genuine in your videos, whether you want to be incredibly thorough or you just want to do something high level. If you are genuine and you've drawn me into the story that you're telling, I'm there. Yeah. I'm going to watch no matter what.
So I
Cody
want
Warner does as well.
Oh, Cody, I love his stuff. I want to be very clear about clickbait and click worthy, since El Jefe's coming to your rescue here in the chat. He's like, I got you, brother. Yes. I'm not putting him down. I'm not putting him down, but I am saying we should clarify real quick on this. So click worthy is magazine article headlines that want you to buy the magazine because you see it. Clickbait is, oh my God, I almost died, and never referencing it anywhere in the entire video.
Correct. Yep.
Okay.
Click-worthy.
So we want click-worthy. Take the best part, storytelling, embellishing. Yes, fine. Clickbait is absolutely nothing to do with the video. I met Scott Disick, and all you did was watch him on TV. You know what I mean? Like, or even that is not, but you know what I'm saying. Like, there is a difference, and now that we've clearly defined that, don't do clickbait, do click-worthy.
Click-worthy. Tell me why, like I've been trying to get really more click-worthy on my titles, is like, watch out, Apple. And like, I meant that. As like, in my video, I actually referenced it, my Pixel 5 versus my iPhone 12 Pro. Apple, you need to watch out. Google has caught up in the video space. Are they as good as Apple? No, but they've caught way up compared to where they were.
I have to say, the Pixel 5, shoot, where'd it go? I have been using that a lot. Like, I like it.
It's caught way up. The audio on that is amazing. The 4K 60 is great. The colors look more close to real than, definitely more than Samsung. And in a lot of cases, it's like, before you couldn't get away with the quality of the video in the Pixel line because it was just, but the point and shoot made it so much more worth it. Now I can put a Pixel 5, record basically a vlog, don't have to color correct at all, know my audio is on point, and I have the best point and shoot. Hey girl. I mean, that's
for half the price.
Half the price.
Half the price is the thing. Like, honestly, like, I was mad at myself. Oh, I think I told you. I returned my iPhone 12 Pro Max, and I was mad at myself. I was just like, girl, you stupid. What did you buy that for? Like, anyways, that's a whole other story. So El Jefe says, Scott Disick, nah, man, Scott Peachey is the true Lord. And the reason I said that is because, Scott Disick also refers to himself as Lord, the Lord.
Oh, and does he really?
He does. It's part of his brand. And so, so whenever I say Lord Peachey, and then I also think Lord Disick. Anyways.
That's funny.
All right. Sorry. The next one was...
No, you're good.
Tell me about your favorite video you've ever made.
Oh my God. My favorite video.
It doesn't have to be the one that performed the most. Just your favorite.
It's not. It's not the one that's performed the most.
Commonly it is not, right? It's not?
It's not. It really isn't.
And it makes me sad because sometimes the ones you spend the most time on just bomb, and the ones that you're just like, no one's gonna watch this one, it's a filler, and then like, here you go, everyone loves it, and I'm like, what?
I know, you hit the algorithm jackpot and you're like, I don't know what to do with this.
Why this one?
My favorite all time is the one of the very last live shows that I did with Greg before he passed. What we did, so we had a whole thing, like we had been watching Gary Vee about how you take all this huge macro content and you dice it up into micro content and you cascade it down, right? We did a ton of research around it. We're like, cool. What we're going to do is we're going to have segments on our live show where we do a thing and then dice that up into a micro bit of content and put it as a standalone video. I have a standalone video where we do the creepy Google duplex. So we on air live, you want to talk about a stressful moment, live on YouTube during the live show that we then subsequently chopped up. We did a proof of concept where Google duplex worked, and we showed it live, and it was a video we literally did live. There was very minimal post-production. And it was my favorite video because it was like just a genuine moment where it was just fun. It was fun. It was hilarious. We laughed. That's probably my favorite video that I've ever made. And there was no production value there. Zero. None.
I love that. And sometimes we just make videos because they feel good. and they're fun. And sometimes so I had done a collab once with Andrew Edwards, and
love Andrew.
right? He invited himself over to my house to try Australian candy that someone had sent me, and I had sent them like American candy, and we were doing this box swap because I had said like I've always wanted to do one of these box swaps, but I need to do it with someone that I kind of know because I don't want to just get completely like screwed over.
Random.
So yeah, right. So I did this with like a person, and then when I said that I had done it, Andrew somehow was like, "Okay, yeah, I'll come over and I'll eat this with you." And I was just like, "Sure, come on over." And I swear to goodness, it was one of the most fun afternoons ever, and like nobody watched that video, but I had like the best time. We were like in tears laughing because I have like him trying like Vegemite and just like I know it is. It smells awful. It's so rancid. If you guys want to, please go watch that video with Andrew Edwards and myself. And neither of us were trying to grow from it. It was nothing that was going to help either of our channels in any particular. It was just fun to do. And sometimes you just have to do a video because it's fun. So yeah, I would highly encourage you every once in a while. Just fun.
It's hilarious that you do that. You mentioned yours is because it centers around people. It's like, again, genuine moments that people know that is genuine. People pick up on that. And that, especially in 2020, is probably the thing. You want to stand out a lot, be really genuine, connect with individuals. If you can show somebody how to connect with an individual and be genuine, you're going to win them over. And you're going to be able to do that. And that you do that really well in your content. You can see it plain as day in your content.
Wait, are you talking about me?
You're genuine.
What?
People care. Yeah, absolutely. You're very genuine. You have a wonderful personality. Your tips and tricks and your guides and your help is exactly what people need to hear.
I'm not drunk enough to hear this yet.
But it's again, people know that you're genuine, and like there's hopefully people in the comments. As a matter of fact, in the comment section, I want to see comments where you all say, yes, Shelly is genuine.
I think
Shelly
there's only like 4 people watching now, but like the 4 people.
Have 4 comments. The 4 people that are watching, 4 comments that say this, because you're teaching individuals to do these things. You're impacting more humans than you think, and that's the most important thing at the end of the day when we make content.
You know, what's so funny is this week I was a presenter at a conference, and it was one of the very first times that I had scored a conference speaking gig on my own. So every other conference gig has been because like I know the company sponsoring it, or I know other speakers and they recommend me or something like that. But this was just one where I heard about this conference from someone that I kind of follow and I know, and they were like, call for proposals. And I was just kind of like, last day, sneak in this little proposal. And they said yes. And I was just like, holy shitballs, what am I supposed to do now? They're expecting me to do a talk, like for realsies. I'm supposed to do this. And so I did it, but it was just, it was scary as hell. And it's so cool.
Scary as hell.
It is so scary as hell. And they were like, yeah, you did great. We'd love to see you at our in-person event in a few months. And I was just like, what?
It's really wild when those there's been a couple situations where I had an opportunity to talk about it was in 2019. I had to talk about basically being a genuine human being in front of a lot of people for a Fortune 100 company. It was like, what am I doing here? Why am I standing in front of all of these thousands of individuals to talk about something that's incredibly personal, to really talk about how connecting with people is a big deal. And I am backstage just super, super nervous. But the minute that you hit the stage, I bet it was the same way for you. The minute you hit the stage, all gone.
I probably was talking a mile a minute and just blew through everything.
But you just figure out how to get through it. You just figure out what your body goes, okay, oh God, we're doing this. All right, shut everything down, concentrate, brain to mouth, to mouth. All the words pass through. Oh, your hands are ice cold. Well, that's a problem I got to figure out in 45 minutes. I can only concentrate right now.
There was this moment. They were like, okay, try and keep it to 18 minutes of material, and then leave the rest of the time for question and answer period. And I am a rule follower. So I had done all these practice rounds, and I was 14 minutes and 30 seconds. What the heck am I going to do? So I had added in all these extra slides, and I did it. And I was it's 18 minutes, 39 seconds. And I'm yes. Anyways, questions? questions from the audience, but like,
yeah,
I am a rule follower that way.
let me guess. After that, you probably had a line of people asking you questions, or when you maneuvered around, you had people asking you questions like, "Oh, I saw your talk. Can you tell me about this thing?"
I did have a couple of people actually email me like on LinkedIn and whatnot and be like, "Hey, I saw your presentation." I was like, first of all, thank you for that, because there's a phenomenal lineup that they have. And I was like, you came to my session. That's amazing. But it was cool. Although to then not ride my own horse or toot my own horn or anything like that, I then scheduled a meet and greet where they're like, not like a real meet and greet. It was like a Q&A session for all the participants were encouraged to create a session. And I was like, okay, yeah. And I was like, I don't want to step on anybody's session, and it's all Eastern time. So I was like, let me just create a session on the last, right after the last session today. And so I did a session, and there were like 3 people. And then I was just like, but it's still cool. One of them actually was super nice to me because they said they were going to help me get access to this like beta app thing. And I'm like super excited to give it a shot, which was great. But it's so funny because I was like, I try to pre-plan all this stuff and I put it in like 4 days early. And then I saw today there were like 4 other sessions at the same time that mine was, which wasn't the thing when I first. And I was just like, well, of course they would all go to these other ones because like they're all like fabulous too. But I was really thankful to the people that did show up. So, hey, Dana Bentz is in the audience. If you guys didn't know, I was talking about this multiple times during the stream about the 3 apps that I was recommending over the holiday weekend, but I was on Dana Bentz's channel, and it's called 2 Cents with Bentz, and that was last Tuesday. We did an interview, and she was only, at the time when I checked, 6 subscribers away from hitting 200 subscribers. So if anyone wants to see weekly content, live stream interviews about business, interviewing, all that stuff, go check out Dana Bentz's channel, and we did an interview last week on that channel, so go check that out and subscribe to her.
I'm looking it up literally right now.
Yeah, and Dana is also part of the amazing team over at StreamYard, so yeah, say hello to them. And El Jefe says, Shelly knows I rock with her, and El Jefe, I rock with you hardcore too. You know that. You know I heart you hardcore. And
now, Dana, you're just 2 away.
Hey, if any of the remaining 4 people that are watching this live stream, because I think Dana's one of them and El Jefe, go subscribe to Dana so that she can hit that sweet, sweet 200. That would be really cool to hit that while we're on this stream and say that I was
We should just
helping
like,
her.
okay, let me
Helping her
go.
with that.
Okay, I was already following her on Twitter.
You have multiple
okay,
channels, right?
I'm going to go tell everybody that they should follow her right now.
Ooh. Yes, this is the power of networking, people. And actually,
It's also the power of when we do it live.
I do have to say, though, there are so many opportunities that I've received in my life ever from knowing people who know people. And so just period with that. All right. So I want to talk to you about who is your dream collaboration. I know we're running out of time, so I'm sorry to keep you over. So I know you said that you're going to go to bed soon because you are a pumpkin that turns in early. So we only have 2 questions left. I promise we will get through them quickly.
You're good. You're good. No, you're fine. Ooh, dream collaboration on YouTube, like content creation, or just like...
It's whatever. It's your dream, man. I have a dream. You have a dream. Tell me about your dream.
I would so I'm a big golfer. I have been a golfer a long time. I would love to be able to play a round of golf with like Tiger Woods. I'm a huge Ben Hogan fan. He's long since deceased, but I thought that would have been fun. But let me do a collaboration on a YouTube thing.
Okay.
What I would love to do.
Hey, Dana Bentz, if you're still in the audience, you are now at 200 subscribers. Congratulations, Dana. Wait, we need to... Sorry, we're going to do a song for that real quick. And then let's celebrate Dana. 1 second here. And you can dance with me. Let's do this. It'll get there. It'll take a second. This is called Belly Dancer. By the way, all this music is from Audio Hero, which you get 10 free songs a month. Actually, it might be 20 now. If you're on any paid version of Tubebuddy.
I am the worst dancer. It's so bad.
It's okay. I'll put you out of your misery. It's fine. Continue. Dream collaborations.
Dream collaboration, man, that is a tough. What I would really love to do, one of my biggest dream collaborations would be the group of individuals, that Saturday Night Tech Fight. Like, I think it would be so fun.
Yeah.
Actually, folks like, technically T, you got Tech King Mike, you got actually El Jefe. I think that would be so fun to get that core group of individuals together and then just.
They're fun. They're so fun.
Honestly, just put a bunch of cameras up into a room and just ham it up. Like, that's what I would love to do. Like, to me, it's connecting with those individuals because we've all connected online. I would love to just ham it up and, like, let's go to a hotel, get a conference room, put a bunch of cameras up, get a bunch of food.
You went there with let's go to a hotel. Let's go
to Vegas. You got Scoop in Vegas. We'll go to Vegas. We'll get crazy and everything stays there.
Yeah.
That's what they say. I think that would be a good, fun collaboration as but also with people like Jonathan Morrison. Just what a great dude.
Right?
I'd love to do a collaboration with him.
I almost cried a little tear of joy when El Jefe had, went down there. It was VidSummit 2018 and got the phone, the camera, and I was just like, oh my God, it's so nice. They're so nice.
And then I had a chance to meet some just fantastic individuals. I'm not nearly as talented, like Summer Silvery. Oh. She's a wonderful creator. I love Summer. She used to live in Columbus.
I know.
We've gotten, and we.
Wait, let me show you. Let me show you.
Okay. You got all the box books? Yeah.
I asked her for recommendations. I said I'm going to give these to a couple friends of mine who have a couple of children. So I bought this one and to support her because I thought that was a nice thing to do.
I remember when I remember watching her illustrate those when we went to Starbucks together here in Columbus, and she's a wonderful individual. And so again,
nice.
He is so super nice. She's as genuine as you could possibly imagine she would be, and it's those types of collaborations. I want to bring people together, make people have those connections, and then wherever that goes, great. I know people that are DJs, people that are illustrators, content creators, whatever. I don't even care. Everybody here's let's get all a big group together.
I love that. Okay, I'm going to interrupt you 1 second before our last question, and we're going to say this one. We're going to try this one. I do want to give a special shout out to all of my channel members. We do have channel memberships available on this channel. Platinum level members, they get on-screen mention, and so thank you to Tubebuddy for being part of that crew. I appreciate you. All right. I know, right? Oh my God, they're the best. I love them. I was actually talking, I don't even know what live stream it was on, maybe it was actually when I was recommending the 3 different things. It was Tubebuddy, Ecamm, and Restream. But I was talking about how back in the day, which was a Wednesday, you're not a Dane Cook fan maybe, but every time I hear someone say back in the day, I always have to say it was a Wednesday. But back in the day, there was someone who I discovered it in my copyright channel stuff where they had taken an entire video of mine and then kept my title. The title actually had my channel name in it because back in the day I would do a pipe and then Shelly Saves a Day. And they had kept the exact same description box but replaced the affiliate link for Tubebuddy and swapped out mine for theirs. And I remember seeing this and I was just like, that's so weird. So I had emailed Phil at the time and I was just like, hey, I just want to let you know, this popped up. And it wasn't just me, it was Brian G. Johnson and a couple other people. And I was like, I just want to let you know that this person has taken my video. I've already filed a claim, but just FYI, and here's the affiliate code. And Phil was at the time, he was like, give me a minute. Let me just check on something. And he was like, yeah, so we've terminated their account and they can't use our service ever. And I was like, I know, I was like, Phil dropped the hammer. I was not expecting that.
Nuclear.
Yeah, and I was just like, he's so nice. He's always been so supportive, and I rock with Tubebuddy for life. I always have, and it was just one of those moments where I wasn't asking for anything like that, but it was just one of those you can't play in our sandbox anymore because you're a douche. Mm-hmm. So it was just awesome, and I rock with Tubebuddy so hard, and I think you guys know that. And if you guys didn't know, in the description box down below, I have, I think, one of the only codes that will give you 14 days for free on any level of license and still the 20% discount. So.
What?
Yeah, nobody else has that deal. It was a sweet, sweet deal that I worked out with Phil a while back because I was complaining about how people couldn't do an A/B test because an A/B test usually takes 14 days. And I was like, I want people to be able to do a 14-day test and still get the discount, because if they stay and they're like on Legend or if they're on Star, what good is a 20% discount when it's like $1? And you know what I'm saying? Yeah. And he was like, okay, for you, you can have a special link that's 14 days and 20% off. So I think I'm the only one who has that. So if you guys want,
I don't know anybody that has that.
As far as I know, no one else has anything like that. So if you guys want to ever check that out down in the description box. You get 14 days for free and a 20% discount on Tubebuddy. Yeah. All right. So we are going to go into the couple of last questions here. Couple of last questions. Okay. That's an oxymoron. Okay. So you have done a ton of content around Pixel phones.
I have a ton, like 24 in the last quarter.
I know. So 24. I want to know, and you and I are both officially, I don't even know
Team Pixel?
How they found me. We are both on Team Pixel. So Team Pixel means that they have sent me, a phone or a piece of equipment, and they don't ask you, or they don't require you to make content.
Nope.
But I'm sure they appreciate it, and the hashtags and all that stuff. Now, you have really gone full force on Pixel content, but I want to know, first thing, how did you get hooked up and become part of Team Pixel?
I was just a huge Pixel fan. Like, I just continued to push content. I bought every Pixel device since the Pixel 1. I was a Nexus fan before that. Right above me here, this white box right here above my head is actually a Nexus 6, which is the code name Shamu because it is a ginormous phone. My favorite all-time phone was the Nexus 4. So like I've been going with Google phones for a long, long time. So huge Pixel fan. When the Pixel 1 came out, the fact that you could take dynamite phone or pictures with your phone, yeah, I was ready for that. So Google completely changed the landscape when it comes to Pixels. So I've been rocking with them for a long, long time. And so this year was a little different because they had an opportunity to get the 4A early Team Pixel, same way with the Pixel 5. And all of a sudden I just was like, I don't know what it was. Like, it was like total whim. I happened to have the previous iPhone from last year, the 11 Pro Max. And I was like, all right, honestly, I don't know what I want to do for videos. Everybody talks about which one should I get. Like, all right, I'm going to do a comparison video. And I remember having my 4A, and I used to go like, this thing shouldn't stand a chance when it came to the iPhone 11 Pro Max. Like, it should be far and away not even close. And then all of a sudden it was like, it's kind of close. It was much closer than what I anticipated it to be.
Because that is this lineup right here.
Yeah, see right there. Mm-hmm. It's like you don't realize that, I guess it's a little bit closer. So what's it look like against the Note 20? Because the Note 20 Ultra, I mean, that's got 8K cameras. Like, it shouldn't be close, right? And you're like, ooh, wait a minute. It's also a little close. And it started to get views. Like, I had been kind of floundering trying to figure out what content to make. I really like smartphone photography, smartphone videography, the concept of vlogging. Like, I like that. And we need that desperately, that human connection in 2020. And I don't know why. I just started taking off with comparison videos in the last quarter. And all of a sudden I now have, I've compared iPhones to Androids. I've compared the 11 Pro Max to the Pixel 5, the 4A. Had an opportunity. A friend of mine sent me the 4A 5G. I don't own it. This is not a Team Pixel 1. A friend of mine was like, dude, I love your comparisons. Can you do a comparison of the 4A 5G? Literally sending me phones just to do a comparison because they go, you go so deep and detailed and you can answer questions on the Pixel 5 and it's allegedly supposed to be close. Can you prove it to me? Like, should I keep this thing? And that's when I knew that it was a little bit like those comparison videos are a little bit different. And so like now I feel like me personally, what I want to do is go to these brands and say, look, you don't know who I am, and that's fine. What I want to do is I want to show you why you should continuously think about working with people like me and creators my size and less, because we have a passion to showcase the product the way that it's meant to be. So I've reached out to folks at like LG, like, hey, they sent me a wing. Let me do some
Oh my
comparisons for the
God,
wing.
that phone is so cool. I want one so bad.
Oh, okay, so I don't have the wing. I meant to say that, like, the wing. I meant to
Sorry.
say the velvet. So like I got the velvet, and so I reached out to LG and was like, let me try the velvet. I actually put a video out where I said the velvet really is the Surface Duo that the Surface Duo should have been. Dual screen wielding phone. LG did something special in 2020. So I definitely want to rock with somebody like LG to say, let me do 15 videos on your phone where I compare them to a whole litany of competitors to give the power of choice to the consumer, because that's at the end of the day what we're trying to do. Let me tell you if you should spend $1,000. I'll flat out tell you. I'll show you in the video. Do you really need to spend $1,000? Spoiler, probably not.
Yeah, I even spent $1,500 on that stupid iPhone, and you know what? I didn't even have it, not even 7 days, not even set up that long, and I was just like, F no. No, no, no. It's going back. Like, I did an entire breakup video with it, and I was just like,
yeah,
no.
I watched that one. I remember that. Like, no, you have to go.
I was like, you gotta go.
It's not me. It's not me.
It's definitely you. Like, it is obscene that they want to charge people $1,500. And I had so many mansplainers in there be like, if you really care that much, stop crying. Just get a 128. And I'm like, excuse me, did I ask your opinion? No. Did I ask you how I should spend my money? No. I can be however feeling that I want to be about how I spent $1,500 and I don't think it's worth it. So it's going back. Like, I don't need to justify that to you, especially when I can see that the Pixel with the 128 gig, yes, 128 iPhone, 128 like Pixel, like that wasn't the point. And it was like, I'm not telling you how to control your wallet. I'm saying that I spent the money of my own and I didn't think it was worth it. So it was going back. And I don't need you to sit there and talk about how I could have gotten a smaller phone. I'm like, that wasn't the point. I was already pissed that it was already too big and I wanted to go smaller. Anyway, I was so irritated by that entire line of comments that I got. I was just like, no. Like,
and see, that's my thing is like, I don't want to try to tell people how they should spend their money. I want them to think how they spend their money. I want them to think differently. Like, and so like I got a lot of people show up in the comments of my videos. Which one should I get? Should I get this one or should I get this one? The everyday dad says it best. Do you have a need? If you need a phone, go get it. Or is this a want? Like,
I had so many people dislike that video, and I was just like, it was one of the most disliked videos I've ever had on my channel, and it was just like, I'm sorry, are you mad because I said I wasn't drinking from the water? And I was just like, yeah. And I was just like, I'm sorry, but if I have an 11 Pro Max, there's absolutely no reason that I really needed to get the 12 Pro Max. It just was like, it's not even worth it. And if it feels, my upgrade is not an upgrade. It doesn't even feel like anything. If I'm not excited about it, then it wasn't worth the money to me, and I can take it back.
Yep. Like, yep. And that's the thing. One of the biggest reasons for me is like, just think about, like, truly ask yourself. And that's what I try to do is like, that's why I love doing the comparisons where I just have 2 vertical videos side by side. Most people are going to use vertical video. You know this. Okay, I'm going to have 2 vertical videos. I'm going to tell you all the fancy bell ringers and things like that, where 4K 60 frames a second. Okay.
Like your sisters were very much up.
They're like, I don't care. The idea is like, does it have good battery life? I talk about battery life. Look, you can go out and find a ton of videos out there that talk about, well, the specs, it's got 128 gigahertz and does this thing. Like, I don't care about that.
And what does that mean in the real world?
Yeah, what does it mean? You're going to get a full day.
Yeah.
I didn't have really good luck getting a full day. Cool.
Pixel 5, great. I can be on that thing watching videos all day, and it's still fine.
All day long.
Yeah, I'm so impressed with the battery life, and I really thought that the screen was going to be this whole, like, oh, it's not as nice. It looks good. The only thing that really pisses me off is when I, like, pinch the zoom on like, YouTube videos, and then you see the hole punch out in the very bottom.
That's
and it just
the only thing I hate.
I don't like that. I don't like it. So I'm always like bottom left corner I'm just ignoring it. But like the rest of it's good. The portrait mode, it's good.
Great.
Right?
Portrait mode king.
And I'm like, portrait mode on the Pixel 5, portrait mode on the, 11 Pro, which is still,
I have trust issues with that.
This is still a $1,500 phone because of the fact that, like, I always buy the 512 gigabyte because I need the storage. And yes, I pay extra for a cloud and all that stuff. And so when that guy was like, just buy the cloud storage, I'm like, first of all, Charlie, I didn't ask for your opinion. Like, anyways, I digress. That's a whole other thing. But anyways.
You're good. You're good.
I don't need some dude to swoop in and tell me that I can just buy a smaller phone.
You don't need to be saved. You don't need to be saved.
Nah,
You're just
I can save
making
myself.
video.
Yeah, I'm just telling you how I feel, and I'm sorry I wasn't drinking the Kool-Aid on this one, because the weird thing is, like, I think you talked about, I tuned into another video where you're talking with your producer about, like, Shelly, like, likes Pixel, and, like, she is heavily into the Apple ecosystem, and I was like, yeah, that's right, I am. But, like, I can fully recognize sometimes when, like, this phone is not worth the upgrade. It's not worth spending your money. Don't do it. I'm not just blindly upgrading.
Like, no, and like when people talk about like, well, he's clearly just a Google fanboy. I have a MacBook Pro, I have an iPad Pro, and I have an iPhone. Like, my kids all use Mac products.
Although I heard you with AirPlay is not like it's not a reason. And I'm like, I live and die by AirPlay, and or not AirPlay, but AirDrop. I was like,
see, I don't.
And here's the thing: is I actually like recorded something on my Pixel, and I waited for it to upload to Google Photos, and then tried to download it. And I was trying to like look at some sort of Android drop thing, and I was just like, I hate this so much, because the other like AirDrop would be done by now. So,
but doesn't it like smush the compression?
No, it's the same.
Like I have the I must have been airdropping it wrong, because every time I do it, the compression gets me. I don't know. I got to figure that out, because like it's not a differentiator for me. Because
for me, that's one of the only reasons I can't leave the Apple ecosystem like ever. It seems like is because, and I was investigating the whole. They have something called like Android Drop or something like that, and it's like 500 megabytes for free, and then the rest is like I'm still working it out, because I wanted to be able to do screen sharing between my iPhone and my Pixel, because I want to do that on the Triple T Thursday show to show apps for video editing, especially vertical. And so I want to be able to do both an Android and an iOS device. And I was just like, how do I make this like possible in screen share instead of QuickTime? And I'm looking for all these alternatives, and I'm like, gosh, but with an Apple, it just works. And that convenience is just so nice that I have a hard time.
The iMessage thing, I don't get that.
I don't care about iMessage. I don't give two rats. Nope.
Yeah,
not even
I
a
don't
little
get
tiny
into
bit.
that one.
I don't care.
Yeah.
AirDrop is life for me. But okay. So I want to know, how did you become part of Team Pixel, right? And like, why did you decide that Pixel content was really where you wanted to go?
I did. It was an accident. It was a straight up accident. Because it was
very Bob Ross.
It was a very happy accident. Like the Team Pixel part, like I just been a huge Pixel fan from like the beginning of time, basically. Love what they're doing with the OG Pixel, and then I've owned every one since then. But in terms of the like, why did I double down on Pixel content? I actually remember having a conversation with T and saying, he's like, are you really gonna double down on Pixel? I was like, yeah, I don't think I'm going to. And all of a sudden, basically the whole quarter has been nothing but Pixel.
Well,
and it's been wildly successful.
You had a video that was like 3 months with the Pixel. And I was like, first of all, how did you get the phone so early? Like, how did that even go down? Because you had that phone before anybody else.
Yeah, I'm actually not allowed to say that.
Oh, okay.
Oh, I have to tell you that one, maybe potentially offline.
Oh.
Yeah, but there's an NDA and everything.
So. Oh, it's serious.
Yeah.
It's real serious. You know what's so funny is like I never even knew how Team Pixel even found me, because I was like, have you seen my channel? It's like iMovie tutorials for like 90% of my channel views. Like, why would you even think I was like someone on your radar? I was so surprised. We've talked about this before. I'm like, me? What? Team Pixel?
Yeah, but again, you are like I said, influencer. The idea, what you just said. Look what they've done. They've literally influenced you to do the right, like you not do the right thing. That sounds bad. Like,
do the right thing.
Do the right thing. I did say do the right thing. You take me out of context.
Do the right thing.
No, but think about it.
No. It's just click-worthy title. Did we convert?
Did you returned your $1,500?
I did, and I would rather keep a $600 Pixel.
And that is why they came to you, because the idea is that now you can say. Well, hang on. But again, they did kind of know that. The idea is like they were so confident in saying, I bet you that she's really going to like our video and like our photos. Because there's no question you love the photos. Everybody knew that before, because they were photo king. Like that's what they were known for. But now it's but we're really proud of how much we've taken our videos. And all of a sudden you're like, yeah, I really Like I can rock with the fact that the Pixel 5 can do this. I don't really need that $1,500. Bam, the truth. Did you or did you not buy a Pixel device for your mother-in-law?
I did. Tech for Your Needs says AirDrop is the truth, though. Just FYI.
As soon as they figure out the AirDrop thing,
yeah,
game over.
AirDrop is honestly one of the things that absolutely keeps me beholden to the entire ecosystem, because I have like my iPad, I've got my MacBook Pro, I've got an iMac. Like, it is all within. And if I have something on my iPad and I want to throw it to my iMac or something like that, like I would never wait for Google Photos to do that. You know, I would just like, I can't.
Yeah, like I never think about it, I guess, that perspective. So, because I use like ClipDrop is another hugely awesome one. Have you ever heard of ClipDrop?
No.
Look it up. Look, it's legit black magic.
Okay.
ClipDrop.
Speaking of black magic, can we talk about the? Never mind. The black magic, though, like the Thunderbolt whatever thing, never works half the time. FYI.
For what?
The black magic, the cam. It's like the Cam Link, but it's like the one, the black magic.
Oh, the one that. Oh, yeah,
Thunderbolt one. Half the time it never works, and so I have the Cam Link one. I have the other one with the Thunderbolt, and it just. Anyways, I digress. It just doesn't work very well.
ClipDrop, if you can get it, go out and download the app right now, and then you can download it on your Mac. If you take if I take a picture of this particular Yeti, I can use the ClipDrop app, which is Android and iOS, take a picture of the cup, which would have like the cup and part of my hand. It would show up like AR, augmented reality, on the screen of my phone, and then I could come over to the Mac and then hit a button, and that image shows up on the Mac. It's creepy. It's amazing. Okay. It is legit black magic. I don't know how they do it, but it is like augmented reality takes a picture of the thing that you're looking at. Like, it's awesome when you're trying to make thumbnails. Because like you just take a picture of the phone is then perfectly clipped out. Then you just drop it into ClipDrop on the app on your computer, and then you just drag and drop it to Photoshop. It is black magic. Black magic.
Interesting that you think I'm advanced enough for Photoshop. I use PicMonkey because Photoshop is.
Well, I mean, you can use whatever. I mean, it's like. Look,
although
I'm not that advanced for Photoshop.
I use PicMonk and Photoshop, so like sometimes I will do all of my photo retouching in PicMonkey, and then I will download it and then upload it into like a template that I already have pre-made inside of Photoshop.
That's exactly what I do. I use a pre-made template. I have if you look around, very rarely, I don't use any different style text. The text is what it is. It's big, white, bold, all caps. Usually either my face or, that's it. I don't do anything else. We actually have
a very similar font. Actually, I was thinking about that the other day because I have a very specific font that I use. It's only one, and I purchased it from DeFont, but.
I got mine from Adobe when I bought some stupid font package. I don't remember.
Yeah.
So.
No. Okay. So that was a lot of the questions that I had. But do you have anything that you really want to like tell the folks and listeners out there? Anything in particular? Be nice to animals, or like come check out your channel. Like, what do you want to tell people?
You should subscribe to every single channel and everything related to Shelly's socials. You should subscribe. No, listen. And you need to follow her content, all of her content. She has 27 different Instagrams that you need to follow, all 27.
You don't. You really don't. The only reason I did that is because I wanted to make sure that no one else could take the name. I don't really want to post on them.
I'm kidding.
I'm just parking lotting them because I don't want anyone else to take the title.
Look, I'm just picking on you.
You're exposing all of my secrets. I have like 5 YouTube channels and like 6 Instagrams because I want to claim those titles. Like no one else can have them.
You're my own, my precious. Don't pay attention to sub counts. If you like something that you see out there, leave a comment. And for the love of God, don't leave negative comments on people's videos. First of all, most of the time we don't care. And then in the wild time that we actually do care, look, 2020 is hard. be nice to individuals. I live by a mantra every single day I wake up to make a positive impact in one person's life. I challenge you, each and every one of you, to make the positive impact in one person's life every single day. It will change the way that you live your life. That's what I ask you to do.
That was so nice.
Yeah.
I feel like I can't even be snarky in response to that.
You can totally be snarky because remember,
no, because
I
it just makes
exposed
me
your
like a raging
27.
biatch. Like,
No, I exposed your 27 Instagrams.
well, actually, you didn't because you didn't tell people like what the handles are. But like,
I mean,
that
I can.
was so nice. That was really
Well,
nice.
thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Wow. I don't even know how to follow up with that. Like, I'm flabbergasted.
You have made a positive impact. You have made a positive impact on me today. So there you go. You met your quota of 1. So there you go.
Nice. I didn't even know I had a quota, so that's nice.
There you
Overachiever.
go. Quota of 1.
But
check the box.
And check. I do think that is a great like mantra or whatever you want to call it, motto, because if you think about it, it is a really tiresome, thankless job sometimes to be making content and putting it out into the world. And so every once in a while, let me just reiterate, if you see content that you like, if you see something that actually inspires you in some way, especially in these times, but anytime, please leave a comment. And I swear, I promise, we are reading them. We are totally reading them, and it makes our day. In fact, I have an entire file folder that I have up in PicMonkey of like nice comments. And I have an entire file folder of ones that aren't very nice. And sometimes when I'm feeling like my Instagram content isn't, it just needs a little boost, I'll just take a little montage of all of these mean comments. I don't know if you saw it recently, but I did do a montage of some of these like awful comments that people leave. But it would be really, 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 really nice to have like a montage of all the really nice comments. And it does totally make our day, because I cannot tell you how many days where I wake up and I'm like, I make content that 1, no one watches, or 2, no one appreciates, or like it makes no difference to anyone's life. And why the hell am I even doing this? And all the time.
Even if you impact 1, like and here's the thing is like, I would challenge and go, even if you impact 1, which you know damn well that you're impacting at least 1, is like, if you impact 1, that 1 becomes 2, 2 becomes 4. It literally is a ripple effect. It does have crazy butterfly effects to it. So
it's very Bruce Lee of
you. But it's the truth though. It's like, if you truly do impact that 1 person, that could be the most difficult moment in that person's life, and you smiling at them, you saying, hey, I really like the content. Thank you so much for this. This was amazing. That can legitimately change the course of someone's entire day. I challenge everyone to go out and be that positive influence, 1 person per day, and you'll find that it's hella contagious. Your 1 will go to 10, 10 will go to 20, and it'll just happen to be just the way that you are.
That was so nice.
Profound. That was really profound. That was deep.
That was like,
that was deep. That was deep.
That was like deep, like the depths of the ocean, like tectonic plates, little tube things with volcanic ash spewing deep. Like that was legit, man.
There's a lot below the surface.
Not just
a lot below
a pretty
this peak
box,
right here.
like not just a hat rack. Like
lot below this. A lot below this peak. It was like an iceberg right here. A lot below this.
That was amazing. That was amazing. Okay, so for everyone who is out there, please tell them where they can come and find you.
You can find me at youtube.com/technically speaking. You can find me on Twitter at Scott Peachey, fuzzy fruit with an EY on the end, or on Instagram at the Scott Peachey.
I'm really embarrassed. I think that I was doing a Threads little short video today, and I said like, yeah, I'll be on with my friend Scott Peachey today, and it did Peachey without the EY, and I didn't go and correct it.
Honestly, I'm so used to it. Doesn't bother me at all.
I was a little upset with myself because I was like, dude, I know how to spell his name. I just like did the auto captioning and I went on with my day, and I was just like, there's nothing more annoying when people like misspell your name, because I cannot tell you how many times I get Shelly with an EY, and I'm like, but there's no E.
I'm so used to it. It's like, like Peachey with like.
Actually, yours is funny because you're like, yes, E. E. And I'm like, no E for me.
Yeah, like Sarah Dietschy rhymes with Peachy.
I know. It's so good, though. It's so good phonetically for her to be like, Sarah Dietschy rhymes with Peachy. I was like, that is friggin' brilliant. And I don't know if I ever told you this, but 2018 Vid Summit as well, I did a kind of collab with 13 different YouTubers. So there's like Willie Morris, Sarah Dietschy, like just a whole bunch of people. And I asked them like 2 questions. I was like, oh, this 30 seconds, I swear. And this is the beauty of Vid Summit. Have you been to Vid Summit?
I have not.
Okay, you gotta go to Vid Summit. Vid Summit is the best of all conferences. But I stopped people in the halls and I was just like, hey, promise, 30 seconds, 2 questions. Will you do this? And so many of them were like, yeah, sure. And I was like, okay, what do you do when YouTube makes you sad? You know, like, because it is always
great question,
right? And so many of them gave really insightful and fun comments. And again, that's another video that like nobody ever watched. But it's funny because I can be like, dude, do you know that I've collabed with Sarah Dietschy and Justin Brown and Chana, like all these different people, and like no one knows and no one watched that video, but it's one of the videos that I'm kind of like really, really proud of because I remember at that time, like, it's crazy. It was 13 different YouTubers that I asked this question. I'm like, what do you do when YouTube makes you sad? And because, like, everyone only thinks about, like, the fame, the glory, the whatever.
The
and I'm like,
and the glamour, yeah.
Right? And I'm like, dude, sometimes YouTube genuinely just depresses you and makes you sad. So what do you do? And that was the only question that I asked them. And they were just so nice and kind about, like, giving, like, a very short answer about it. But, nobody watched that video, but I can literally be like, yeah, I've collabed with all these people.
You should dust that off, link it on all your socials and say, 2020 feels like we should probably, what do you do when 2020 makes you sad? And then reuse every comment from that video, because I'll bet you it fits more often than you think.
Yeah. It's one of those though, that like sometimes your like most favorite videos are just not the ones that perform very well. I had a video that I recorded like on my iPad about like how to repair Louboutin shoes with like this red shoe paint, and that has made me more video views and more Amazon affiliate link than like any other video I've ever done. But this one, which was like literally asking all of these like people, like big YouTubers, some with millions now subscribers, and like what do you do, man? So Willie Morris is on there, and you know he's done stuff with Cody Warner. He sold a company to Gary Vee. Like he's out there doing like all this like amazing cool like stuff, and I'm like, dude, he's in my video and you can see this and you can like listen to him, and people like 100 views, and I'm just like, cool.
I'd say dust it off and say dust it off, change the title to this still fits today, 2020. What do you do when 2020 makes you sad? I cry in a hole.
No, but that's the thing is like sometimes I feel like that is like the special little jewel of a video that is on my channel that people just don't even know about. And at this point, I don't care if they know about it. You know what I mean? Because it's just like, it's special and it's mine. And I was just trying to share it with people. But like, if people don't want to like see it and view it, like that's their jam, man. But like, I am so proud of that video because one of the things that also happened was that weekend ran like right butt up against, I was going to this like beauty conference, and I did this red eye I left Vid Summit and I got on a red eye and I went straight to New York. So Vid Summit's in LA. I went straight to New York.
Yeah. That's an awful flight.
I came in at like 6 a.m. and like the conference started at like 10 a.m. and I did that, and then I came back like in another day. Like it was like the weirdest.
Oh God. It was
the weirdest day ever. And I watched this and I was just like, nobody knows that I was editing this like on the plane. I was doing this stuff, and like I remember where I was exactly in that moment of time, and like no one gave a shit. And that's one of those things where it's just like you can put your heart and soul into any video and nobody gives a shit. But you can also do like other videos that no one cares about, and then all of a sudden they blow up, and you're just like, but this
everybody's
is
like, this is amazing, and that's right? I feel like that's a story of my life. Like nothing videos. I made a PVC pipe video. Like 700,000 views. Who cares? It's about plastic pipes.
Is that your most viewed video?
Yeah. By far. I'll bet you it's. I wonder how much it is now. I gotta know.
Yeah, go look it up and be like, have you hit like 1 million on a video? I think the biggest I've ever hit on any video is like 250,000 or something like that. And what's funny is that was a video that did not do well for 4 months, and then it was 4 months later it did well. So I don't know.
678,000.
Wow. Tech for Your Needs says night night, and Pixel Pia said time
Night.
to close the stream.
I guess we're done. I guess we've been cut off.
Pixel said we're done here.
We're done. We're done. She says no. We're done.
Pixel Pia was like, nope, you guys are done. Oh. Okay then. Okay, so how about we're gonna do one song as a boogie, and then I will let you do any sign off that you want, and then that's funny.
Oh, I've done my sign off.
I know, but you said where people like should find you and like a closing message, but like
no, good. I'm good. Okay. I'm good. The show is yours. I am here. I am merely a guest in your presence.
Dance, monkey, dance.
I'm a words dancer.
Pixel Pia said that was after the profound words. Spelling like a math teacher.
That's what we did.
Okay.
After all that.
No, we forgive you. We're just, it's like the person with the hook coming on, being like, you're done here.
Like, all right, you're done. Get out. You're done. You get out. But anyway, seriously, thank you for having me on the show. I really appreciate it.
No, thank you. I know that I kept you later than I said. It was only going to be an hour. I lied to you, and you want to be a pumpkin.
Right to my face. To my face.
Yeah, that's true. I did that.
Right to it.
I did that. Yeah.
It's all right. I got to do a thumbnail anyway for my video tomorrow.
Woo-woo.
Maybe I'll do it in the morning.
Actually, I still have to do a little video. So Tubebuddy is about to hit 500,000 subscribers. And what's so funny, I know, right? I remember when they were going to hit 40,000. It's been insane to see their growth, first of all. And I don't know if you know this, but they just got acquired by Ben. So
yes.
Yeah.
I did hear that.
Crazy, right? So I anticipate big things for them. But so Andrew had contacted me and said, hey, we're going to be doing this like kind of special video for when we hit 500,000. I'm like, oh my God, yes, count me in. And he texted me like last night on like Facebook, and he was like, so are you going to send in your video? And I'm like, yeah, tell me what you want. And so he's like, I want this video. And what's funny is I actually just looked in my junk mail, and it said that I missed a message. It was like classified as junk, and there was there's an entire script. Like it's all like planned out. And I was just like, oh God,
I gotta go film a thing.
No, I was like, it looks like I'm an asshole that just ignored you, and so you have to like ping to follow up. And I was just like, no, dude, I didn't even see it. Like, because I am there. I'll do it. Absolutely. Like anything for the Tubebuddy crew. Like, yes. And I was just like, no, I don't want you to think like I'm just an asshole. Like, I literally didn't see it until last night. So like I have to, after this, I have to go film my part of it, and I can send it in. But I was just like, dude, I feel like an asshole, because I was just like, you know, and like for someone to have to follow up, because like I'm like, no, I'm always early.
All I'm gonna do is like I'm gonna put together a thumbnail using clip drop, and then I'm gonna go to bed because I'm a pumpkin.
No, but I am always like early on things, and so like it really bothered me for him to even possibly think that like I just dropped the ball on something. I'm like, no, it went to my spam folder. I swear, I didn't even see it until last night. So I'm like, I will get it into you today. But
you will fine.
Anyways, so that's what I have to do.
Anywho, okay.
Anyways, I'm sorry. That's a whole other tangent. You didn't ask.
You're fine. You're fine. You're fine.
I'm sorry. So sorry. I remember there was a stream actually that you were on that you sang that to me, so I needed to sing that to you back.
You're welcome.
So yeah, no worries. So first of all, if you guys are interested out there in checking out more of Lord Peachey, you can find him on Technically Speaking as a podcast, available on all of your listening platforms. And if you're out there and listening to it, especially the episode with his sisters, make sure you leave a 5-star review for him, because it helps. I swear it helps. So you can get in the rankings and all that good stuff. And go over to his channel, which is Technically Speaking. I think I already linked it down in the description. So make sure you go check out, especially if you're interested in smartphones, Pixel phones, all that good stuff. Okay. So yeah, do you want to say anything to the peoples?
Be positive. Go out, make that positive influence. One person a day, change your life.
I love that.
True story.
I don't even think there's more to say to that. So thank you everyone for tuning in. I will see you Sunday, 7 a.m. for a new video. And then next Thursday for another episode of Triple T. And I will see you guys then. All right, everyone.
Bye, y'all.
See ya.